We have a brand new game.
I was trying to contain myself. Oh my.
Go option one, not safe. These are insane.
And Brandon keep killing it.
Good morning.
What's up, boys?
Oh boy, we got some
Hopefully we get some women.
Fire news today. Lights, camera, action. Yeah, we back again. Talking all the latest gear. Bring your lens, bring your friends. Sony gang.
Pull up.
K-Fan
People
people too. Black Magic Mafia.
Tell me what you're shooting, fool.
We got red users flexing. Lumix gang in the chat. Nikon in the cut. Yeah, we steady making
Sex on sax.
We breaking it down. No filter. Tell the real from hype. If the camera ain't fire.
We ain't giving it no lights.
No NAB.
New drive.
Cine cam.
Who's high?
Black Magic.
Price drive.
Man, that's a
Jackpot.
firmware.
Updates.
Leaks and the rumors. Who got the best shot?
Creative and the movers.
Look, this is Unsensored Real Talk, no cap. Live every week.
Yeah, the fam got our back.
CFA Connect, man, you know where it's at.
So grab your popcorn, hit subscribe, and let's chat. Let's go. Man, that's like in the bag now. We are back in the bag.
We are in it, bro. Hey, you want to hear something that I've never thought about this. I've
What's
never
that?
considered this. Do you know that in our opening rap, which we have done, I don't know how many times at this point.
Yes.
We've gotten it wrong.
Yes.
Well, we're getting it right now, right?
Getting it right. We're in the
getting
bag.
it right now.
Yes.
What's crazy? Ari is not in it. I just realized that for the first time right now.
Is it time?
Is it time to write a new one?
No, we need to see who buys them first.
It might not matter. They might not exist soon.
Seriously.
No, but I never thought about that. Like, I mean, obviously, who can afford an Ari?
Ari, no more.
I think if you own an Ari, our show is not sophisticated enough for you. So,
Do we got any Ari
Are there any Ari
operators
owners?
in the chat?
Yeah, if you own an Ari camera, let me know.
Not your
will.
GH7.
No, that don't count. Your S12 don't count. Your S1R2 don't count. So yeah, none of those things count. You gotta actually own a real Ari. So
You could have bought a used one off of eBay.
yeah. Yeah. If you bought a used one, let us know.
We want to know.
I will rewrite the entire intro. I've been thinking when we get ready to move, Brandon says, what if I name my camera ARRI? That don't count neither, Brandon. All right, that don't count. Alexa Mini don't count. Alexa Mini don't. I think an Alexa Mini.
Carlos is like,
you broke, bro.
Flexing, dog.
Carlos, do you have does Carlos have an Alexa Mini?
He did. He sold it. Not a Mini, but he had an Alexa.
Oh, I didn't know that.
And he sold it.
I didn't know that. But yeah, if I've been thinking, as some of y'all might know, I'm really excited that we will be moving into a new office space soon. We have been like sort of putting. Like, we've been putting that out to y'all for a while.
Yes.
The documents have been signed. I have been speaking with the contractors. We are making decisions. So soon we will be moving into a new office space. And so I was thinking it might be time to update the wrap because I feel like we've been doing it for a while. Things have sort of changed. Like, like we say NAB, what is it? NAB?
I need the music. NAB, new drop.
New drop. Cinecam.
Who's hot?
Black Magic.
Tariffs.
Exactly. So that's my problem. We haven't seen any Black Magic price drops in a minute.
We've seen price hikes.
Yeah. So I'm like, I think our flow is a little. It's time. I think it's time to update it. You know what I mean? I think it might be time to update it. So I'm gonna step in the booth, as y'all say. Lil Nas X is gonna have to. Write out some new lines. It's gonna be time. It's time to redo.
Kenneth, I am number 3 on the board because I'm good like that.
He liked that.
I'm like that.
He liked that. Yeah. And something. Cam, I won't put all your business out here, but Cam might be able to supply some music. Bro, dang, Cam, I'm not gonna say everything, but. Cam, if y'all don't know, if y'all haven't seen on his Instagram, Cam makes music.
Oh,
he's a musician.
Like Westerns?
Well, bro, you'd be surprised. Maybe.
DJ Mackie?
Maybe one day Cam will allow me to share some of his music on the stream because he has shared some of his music as far back, I think it's like 2011. And, bro, I just got to say, y'all, I'll let Cam release it, but man, it is definitely worth listening to.
Dang, even our boy Mike giving a shout out. Angel's picks to Cam.
Oh, what's up, bro?
And he said he saw Cam. He was like, dang.
Yeah, Cam actually, he pretty legit. Who's ghostwriting? Ain't nobody ghostwriting, bro. Ain't nobody ghostwriting.
Not ChatGPT.
Not at all.
Not at all.
Not at all.
100%.
Not at all. Oh my gosh. All right. So today we've got quite a few big news stories. Obviously, the biggest one is the one that you guys saw on the title and on the thumbnail. So I think without further ado, Darrell, let's just go ahead and hop into it because I feel like there's going to be a lot of opinions on this first news story.
Agreed.
So, we have to ask it as a question if we're going to be legitimate, right? Because we are legitimate.
We are not clickbaity.
What is it? What are we? All. Journalists? We're journalists.
We're journalists.
We are official, real journalists, guys. So, is ARRI for sale? The whole reason why this whole thing popped off was because Bloomberg and Bloomberg is they're real journalists.
They're real journalists.
they are what we pretend to be.
Yes.
So Bloomberg actually put out a report that kind of shocked a lot of people, I think, that ARRI has been in discussion to either sell the full company or parts of the company. And there's some internal talking around that matter, which, for all of us who can't afford ARRI, of course, we care about who can afford them. So we can't afford the camera, but we care who can buy the whole company. And so right now, I think there's 2 major things that have been popping off around this whole deal. The first one, and obviously the less talked about, is what is the value of ARRI and what makes them, and why are they like up for sale in this very moment, right? Because you don't go on sale if everything's going well, right? You buy stuff.
Profits are popping.
Yeah, if the business is popping, you're not for sale unless somebody is ready to give up the company because they're tired. But it's kind of a big company just to make that decision, right? So the question is, what is the value of the company and why is it potentially up for sale? And then the second, and probably the most talked about question that I know our audience, you guys have been talking about, I was on James's live stream last night and he was talking about it as well, is who could potentially buy ARRI? Now, let's be fair today. I know there are some players that we automatically are going to jump to. We're going to jump to, well, of course, it's got to be Lumix, right? It's got to be Lumix because they already work together. But I want to propose a counter argument to that to open up the whole conversation. There was another company that was poised to be bought by another company, a company near and dear to my heart. I'm talking about Red Digital Cinema. Red was looking as if they were ready for a buyer, and they had been working very closely with Jarrell's daddy's company, Canon, and to the point to where they had adopted the mount. They were working on autofocus. I mean, they were using the same batteries. Even the OG Komodo was using Canon, older Canon camcorder batteries to just get those batteries back into circulation, because before the Komodo was using it, really wasn't nobody using those batteries. And so they even started working in Canon's batteries. So I'm talking, they were deep in the Canon world. They were working with Canon directly on power and efficiency through those batteries, working with Canon with the RF mount as the first camera outside of Canon to even use an RF mount. If I'm not mistaken, the Red was actually the first cinema camera to even have the RF mount. So they even brought out the RF mount before Canon did. But as we all know, Canon is not who ultimately ended up buying Red. It ended up going to Nikon. So, what? Be clear, man.
Cam is wild, bro.
All I want to know is who's going to buy Canon, because we all know they about to give up.
We're going to talk about this in a little bit, Cam Mackey, but in the top 5 sales in the month of July, Canon has sold 3 of the top 5 cameras. Calm down, my
What
boy.
did you say about those cameras, though?
Calm down, my boy.
What did you say about those cameras, though?
I said the ZV... 10 and the Fuji. Ain't nobody want that. Ain't nobody want that.
No, what did you call? What did you call the Canon cameras?
I don't even remember.
Yeah, I bet you don't remember.
No. I said we got 3 of the top 5.
All right, so
calm down.
Let's get back on topic. So, first off, chat? We want you guys to sound off because we're going to be hopping in the chat. I want to know who you think is going to end up buying ARRI, and what reason justifies that purchase? Like, what is the benefit for that company? Because, Jarrell, who do you think has right now the best opportunity? Or not opportunity. Who do you think would benefit the most right now?
Should I run the poll?
Oh, yeah, let's do it.
So, I said, who should buy ARRI?
Okay.
Canon.
Yep.
Panasonic.
Yep.
Sony. They could buy it and shelve it.
That would be such a waste of money.
But they got it.
Yeah.
Then Blackmagic.
Okay, I like the Blackmagic. So here's my thought. I would rather, because I don't think Sony will buy. I genuinely don't. But who I think could buy.
But they could.
But so here's my deal. What if we throw in like Apple?
But in honesty, Apple's got the money. They could.
It could.
But that would be such a diversion.
No.
It'd be a massive diversion.
No.
Why not?
Because they're already using ARRIs to shoot all of their TV shows and everything that they're doing with Apple Plus.
Yes.
They're making Hollywood films. They're doing all of this, but they're having to use other people's tech. Now, we know Apple loves to be able to say everything is being used with us.
Okay.
And so they even had to work with Sony to make F1, even though they shot a lot of it with iPhone tech as well.
Yeah.
I think Apple would love to be able to own their own cinema brand. They are all about being prestige. And I think Apple is one of the few companies that could buy ARRI and leave it priced at where it's priced at because they
Yes.
wouldn't care if they actually sold cameras or not.
Would they try to bring any of the tech into the iPhone?
I believe they would.
Okay, so we'll switch it out.
Because here's my other thought. Apple currently pays Red or Nikon, whoever, because of ProRes RAW. But with ARRI's new ARRI Core, you could improve that, and you wouldn't have to pay for a license anymore. You'd have your own new tech.
I imagine that they would need to say to investors, this is why we should buy this. We can. We got trillions of dollars.
Apple TV.
Yes.
You're buying it for
but
Apple TV.
if you're saying it's going to trickle down into the iPhone?
No, I mean, it might, but...
No, but I'm saying, like, if you say to investors, it's going to trickle down into the iPhone.
Yes.
Then...
ARRI designs their own sensors.
I see what I'm saying.
We don't have to go to Sony anymore to get sensors.
I can see that.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I just think that there's a higher chance that Apple would buy over Sony for that fourth spot. But ultimately...
Well, you convinced everyone with your argument.
Really?
Because in literally the last 10 seconds of the poll has been up, Apple is at 50%.
I mean, that's my thought. So let's jump into it.
I gotta be fair. I don't think that Apple would, just because I feel like Apple they spent billions on a freaking car, and then was just kind of like, yeah, we're good.
Yeah.
They shelved it. This feels even a little bit more niche, although, to be fair, they do have Apple TV. So I don't think that's a bad idea. I just think that it's like ARRI is so stinking. But I don't know. I do think they would like their name next to every movie shot.
Yes.
I take that back. I don't know.
Because so here's my other thought with Apple buying, right? So if ARRI becomes the Apple company, there's a lot of business that goes on in the movie space, right?
Yeah.
So imagine you are Apple, and you also you now own ARRI, and Scorsese or whoever wants to make a film. They're gonna now you have two pipelines. You can bring them through Apple TV Plus and say, okay, we're still going to do theatrical runs because Apple's not afraid of theatrical runs, which I love. Yeah. Right? We're going to do a theatrical run. You're going to use our camera, which is an ARRI camera at this point. And we need you to sprinkle in a little bit of iOS in all your movies. So now, because Apple, I mean, what did they say in Formula One? Like selling real brands on a fake jersey, they made like a few $1 million. So now if you're Apple and you realize that branding in movies really works, and we already know this with TV shows and everything else, if you're like, hey, you need to shoot your movie, well, we own ARRI. We can definitely get you these cameras at a really good price.
No more Samsung.
But we need all the good guys in your movies to be rocking iPhones, and then the villains, they can be rocking those green bubbled, Android things. So I just think that there's of the brands. And again, I'm not sure if Apple is the one that's going to buy. I do think that personally, I think Lumix has it's a better decision for Lumix. But I do think that when we were talking about who's the fourth person to put into the poll. Yeah. I think Apple is more likely to buy over Sony, over Canon, definitely over Nikon. It wouldn't even make sense at this point. Yeah. I feel like if we were going to get a outside investor who's not already making cameras, and I mean like traditional cameras, not that guy iPhone, I think that would be the move, because Apple doesn't like to partner. They like to own. And in a lot of spaces, they've been forced to partner. Like even with their own 3D cameras that they're doing for the Vision OS, they're having to partner with Blackmagic and Canon to create the content for their own Vision OS. Just buy a company. Yeah. And now you can work that technology into your own cameras. Yeah. And now you can start shooting Vision OS on ARRIs because it's your tech. So I think there's a lot of benefits to ARRI buying. Where are we looking like on the poll?
I'm actually kind of blown away because right now, Apple's in first place, Canon's in second place, tied for second place with Canon and Panasonic. And then we have Blackmagic. People don't be believing in Blackmagic. Here's the interesting part for me. I put Canon on there. not thinking that Canon would ever buy them. I could be wrong,
Yeah.
but Canon has too many legacy everything problems.
Yeah.
Like you have now they're not ARRIs, but you have cinema cameras that you sell. The only bridge that I see is that the ARRIs use a DGO sensor. Some ARRIs use a DGO sensor. C70s use a DGO sensor. That's the only crossover.
Yeah.
But it's just hard for me to believe that Canon's going to give up a winning model of selling affordable, high-quality cinema cameras for a dying model of selling $90,000 freaking cameras that ain't nobody can afford.
Well, I think so. So the only reason why to kind of give Canon a little bit of an opportunity here, if I'm gonna, I mean, obviously I made a big pitch for Apple. I'll make a big pitch for Canon. I think Canon could buy ARRI the same way you have the Sony cinema lines. You have the FX3, FX2, FX30, FX6, FX9.
Yeah.
And then you get a nice big jump to the Burano, and then an even bigger jump to the Venice 2. Canon doesn't have a Venice 2. They tried with the C700 or C700. Yeah, I think it was the C700, but it was really big. It was full frame, but it just wasn't like a traditional usable cinema camera. Right? It was a great broadcast camera.
Yeah.
And it was like good for like nature and wildlife, or if you're like locking down a camera and you're filming something really far away, resolution, all those things. But it just wasn't a very easy camera and not very widely adopted, at least by the industry. I think Canon could have a space for a Venice 2 style system. And I think that's where the ARRI line could work in Canon's place. Now, the thing that puts me on pause about Canon is I'm sure, I don't know this, but I highly suspect that Red had to have gone to Canon and said, "We're open to a buy. Would you like to purchase?"
Yeah.
And the fact that Canon could have, I don't know anything, but the fact that Canon probably said no to buying Red makes me feel like that would have made more sense. And so if you said no to that, there's almost, in my opinion, there's almost no chance that you're going to even entertain the ARRI purchase unless the price is just ridiculous, which I'll be honest, what Red sold for sounded ridiculous. It sounded really low for what I thought.
80 million.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Boys.
Movies have been made for less.
We need to start a GoFundMe right now. We need to buy ARRI.
We do. Actually,
boys. Super chat us.
No. Not boys. Ladies and gentlemen, because let's not get it twisted.
Nika and gentlemen.
Yes. Because Nika has out super chatted all of y'all.
The creative fam is buying ARRI, bro.
Yes. For 80 million, let's do it. And at 80, if we are able to buy ARRI, thanks to the massive support of you all, every single person in this stream right now will get an ARRI.
A free GH7. We will, if y'all help us buy GH7.
This man is wild.
Bro, here's the crazy piece. I don't know what some of y'all are talking about. Like, I see that some of y'all put in the deal, Lumix can't afford this ARRI purchase. So I just did a quick market cap search. Bro, Lumix is not publicly traded. They're under Panasonic, but Panasonic got some pockets, bro.
They make TVs, y'all. Don't forget.
Pockets. Their market cap is $24.3 billion. They said, ARRI, we got you if we want you. Canon.
So here's
Canon has a market cap of $40 billion.
Wait, what was Lumix's?
24.3. But Canon don't sell no TVs.
They don't sell no TVs. They sell a lot of printers though.
They don't sell that many printers.
And a lot of
telescopes,
microscopes, T2Is to soccer moms.
T2, yeah, seriously.
18 to 35 kit lenses.
But I bet you Panasonic probably making like wild stuff, bro. Like,
Well, so
they probably make a lot of things. Like,
Well, so let's talk about Panasonic for a second, because I know they're also on the list. So I think that it makes right now Panasonic feels like what Canon felt like when Red was for sale. Does that make sense? Like,
I'm processing.
So for where Canon is, where Canon was,
Yeah.
and Red was for sale, that
yeah.
made sense.
Yeah.
Right?
The logical jump.
The Panasonic to ARRI makes sense. They're already sharing, intellectual property, right? And it's not just, it's like we called it on the GH7. If it stopped on the GH7, it was a gimmick. It wasn't a feature, right? But the fact that we're seeing that across multiple cameras now, that makes it seem like that could make sense. Now, we also know that looking at the Lumix S1 II and even the S1R, Lumix clearly cares a lot about video. Even the GH7, although you guys know how I feel about Micro Four Thirds sensors, that was a camera specifically designed for video. So it was clear that Lumix cares a lot about video. And I can tell you guys, if you guys haven't seen my review, I just dropped my review on my main channel on the S1 II. The thing that I know about Lumix right now is that they care about what video shooters care about. They are talking to creators. They are asking our opinions on what they should be doing and what needs to change in their cameras and how to make the cameras better. They watch reviews. They actually pay attention, which is crazy. Camera companies don't really do that. So it does make sense to me to believe that Lumix could want to entertain the potential purchase of ARRI. However, we do know that Lumix or Panasonic, however you want to look at it, did shut down their high-end video side of their business. That part of their department did get shut down. So like that, and that was the side that, made the EVA, EVA 1, right?
Yeah.
And it's one of the reasons why it's always a cause for discussion of, could we see an EVA 2? Because technically the department that did that made that, is no longer, working. But since that department's no longer available, could you buy a company, place it in that space, and now we have, a replacement for that, but at a much higher level? So I don't know. I feel like Lumix cameras have always been fairly like on more the affordable side of things. To go to ARRI would be such a massive price jump that I feel like if Lumix did ultimately decide to buy ARRI, they would really have to figure out the ladder, because they would have a massive jump from a S1R II all the way up to, an Alexa Mini. So I don't personally know, but that one seems to be the one that makes the most amount of sense,
100%.
at least just based off of who's already currently working with each other.
100%. So you guys keep saying that their market cap is 3.75 trillion. You're wrong.
Who?
They're wrong.
I think they're talking about Apple.
No. They're not talking about Apple. They haven't done the conversion. This is in yen, boys. So let's do let's do it. JPY to USD, which puts us at...
Oh, you're talking about Ezreal. So Ezreal said that
what is that?
Panasonic's market value is 3.7 trillion.
In the yen.
Yeah,
there's the yen.
Okay, so Apple's $1 trillion company. There ain't no way.
That's 25 billion, boys. Like I said, 25 billion. All right, just so we're clear.
Yeah.
Just so we're clear. When you Google it, you got to do the conversion. When you see the JPY. Okay? Because if we're talking conversions, it's like Panasonic now became the richest
my question is, what is that in RON? Because if we know what that is in RON, then we will be able to know how much RON we need to buy it, Terrell. Let's get back on track. Chat, we are trying to buy this. We have not seen a single super chat. Help us.
Seriously. But going back to what you were saying, and then also I saw Cam Mackey's comment, like, what does this say about the industry right now? High-end cameras, development of new camera. Bro, do you think that this is just a lull? Or do you feel like we are about to experience a dramatic shift? Putting AI to the side.
Yeah.
Are we done with big, Hollywood movies.
So I had a conversation with somebody from Red last week when I went up to Dallas and met with them. And there's no positive spin on this. I'm just going to be very transparent.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like today creativity is too risky.
Mm-hmm.
And what I mean by that is because of the cost of living, because of the cost of gear, like the high-end stuff, right? Like, well, for whatever reason, Marvel can't seem to make a movie for less than $200 million. I don't know where they've come up with this number that like $200 million is the deal, but like there's a lot of movies that are being greenlit at $200 million, and then that's it, right?
Yeah.
But then the problem becomes is at $200 million, if you go get weird and get creative, it's too risky, and so these companies don't want to take these huge like risks on these films.
Mm-hmm.
You also add in the fact that because of streaming, the ability to make additional money from films has been wiped away.
Mm-hmm.
Like back in the day, I know I'm dating myself a little bit here, but you could have a cinema run, and then you would have a DVD run. Yeah. And when you would sell DVDs or Blu-rays, that was a chance for you to make more money off the film.
Yeah.
And you knew you would sell a ton of them. You knew you'd sell a ton of DVDs instantly because every Blockbuster, every Hollywood Video, they would have to stock their shelves with your DVDs. Shout out to the money coming in for us to buy ARRI. We are a little bit closer.
We have upgraded from LED wall to ARRI the company.
This is we are going for ARRI the company. But so when you take into consideration that now you can't sell DVDs.
Yeah.
Your theater runs are really short now because everybody's expecting the movie to just show up on streaming. So people aren't going to the movies anymore. So where movies used to sit in the theater for 6 months, now they're only sitting in the theater for like maybe 2-3 months max. Yeah. And then they're already on streaming. So you're just not able to make as much, which means if you spend too much on the movie and you get weird and creative with it, well, then you're more likely to lose. So a lot of these companies are not greenlighting creative movies. Y'all are real MVPs. I appreciate y'all.
Hold on, we gotta update who's on the leaderboard.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me finish.
Okay.
So you take it into that model, and you go, dang, like the Hollywood model really has changed. And when the Hollywood model changes from a financial standpoint, it affects everything downhill. Right? It's too expensive to shoot in the U.S., so people don't shoot in the U.S., so people in the U.S. don't buy gear. You can't make as much money from your film anymore unless you make it all in the theaters, which people aren't going to the theaters because movies kind of suck. People don't have the same trust. Like, I'll be honest, I don't trust every single movie. Like, I don't even trust Marvel 100%. Like, now I walk in the theater and I go, oh, this could suck.
Yeah.
Do I really want... I'm going to go see a matinee. You know what I mean? Like, I'm going to eat before I go. I'm not going to make it a whole experience. Because if I go in there and I buy food and popcorn and drinks and all that stuff and your movie sucks, I'm mad. like, let's get it real. Like, I'm mad. So I do think that the industry has changed. And part of it, I don't think you can undo. Like, no one's going back to DVDs. It's not going to happen.
All we need is an EMP. Russia.
No, bro. Don't ask. But like, I don't think we're going back to DVDs. I don't think that like it's really like it really sucks. Now, Logan just put something in the chat that I want to point out because I've got the bucket right back here. It's one of my top 3 favorite movies of all time at this point. Sinners was an exception. Here's my deal about movies like Sinners. For every Sinners, there are 30 movies on Netflix that none of y'all have ever seen that are absolutely trash. But the only way you ever get to a Sinners is you have a director who made Black Panther. Well, he made other movies beforehand. Fruitvale Station. He made Creed 2.
Yeah.
And so he proved himself, made Black Panther, crushed, went through hell trying to make Black Panther 2 because of Chadwick and COVID and everything else. But he makes that movie, also goes on to do really well. So then, of course, you're like, yeah, we'll give, like, you've proven yourself and you've basically done everything we told you to do to get to the point to where, like, now, yes, we'll give you the opportunity to make Sinners. But, like, if y'all, like, Sinners is such a anomaly because not only did he make a great movie, But then I don't know if you noticed this with Sinners, but like this man marketed the crap out of Sinners. And he was like, go see it in IMAX. Here's why you need to see it in IMAX. Go see it in all the IMAXs.
Absolutely.
And the fact that
proud of it.
Very proud of it.
But also he had that deal, right?
Well, he has a really good deal.
He had that little kickback.
He had a great kickback. But he took most of the risk.
5 times.
He had to take the biggest risk on this movie.
Yeah.
And he also knew that if it flopped, he wasn't like that opportunity was going to be gone forever.
For sure.
So I do look at a movie like Sinners as an exception, but that's where you can get creative and make something good. We just need more of that. But even from a Sinners standpoint, it did not make as much money as it possibly could have 15 years ago before streaming.
Yeah.
Where he could have got DVD releases, Blu-ray. I mean, like, I remember movies going in and be like, ooh, do I want the Blu-ray or do I want the Blu-ray HD? Ooh, this is Avatar. I'm going to get this in the highest quality I could possibly get. So that's just the difference. So hopefully the industry does get better. Like, obviously we want the industry to get better, but I think there are some economics within the industry currently that are going to constantly cause some of these issues to keep, being at play. Yeah. Which is why I think what we're going, like, personally, what I think is going to happen, if you're asking my crystal ball, what do I think is going to happen in the industry? Yeah. Movie, like the $200 million movie experience, that is going to be saved for your Captain Marvels, your Fantastic Fours. Like, Marvel will still do that stuff. Yeah. Pixar, all those movies will still do that stuff. But what you're going to see is like $20 million movies. Like, $50 million movies is a high budget movie. Yeah. And they're going to make a lot of those and be like, all right, which one pops off? Yeah. And it's going to be like, oh, you're doing good? All right, try to make another one. Oh, you made another one? All right, we'll give you 10 more million on your next one. And we're going to have to like slowly build those budgets back up to justify to where people are following those directors. Because like Logan said, this is so crucial. Yeah. For every Sinners, we get 50 War of the Worlds, which is the worst movie of all time right now. Ice Cube, what were you thinking? So it is really sad that that's like where we are in the state of movies. But I think all of that, to go back on topic, is what leads us to a company like ARRI who only serves the top. Yeah. Being at danger for sale. Yeah. And I think that might even be one of the reasons why someone like Red was like, it might be time to go ahead and make some changes.
Well, here's the crazy piece. We were talking about this last night when we were talking about this topic. So I think ARRI wandered into dangerous territory. That the winds, the industry was changing, and they really didn't pivot at all. Red pivoted.
Yeah, the Komodo was definitely a decision.
They decided to, hey, we make $50,000 brains. Okay, let's make a $6,000 brain. And here's the crazy piece. You guys might not even agree with me, but let's just be real here. At some point in time, whoever buys ARRI, or if ARRI chooses not to sell, let me tell you the game plan. Aggravate your legacy base. Okay? The people that are always going to shoot on the 35, the 35 Extreme, the LF, the minis, the people that spend a whole crap ton for your legacy products, do that. Make them mad. But you need to come out with something that people don't have to literally, like ARRI's are so many people's dream cameras, but they're going to spend $50, $80, $100,000 before they ever become an owner operator of an ARRI with another company. Yeah. So like with you going down the pathway with Red, it's like you have a Raptor X and you have 30 lenses and you've bought cameras before that and you've invested all this money into Red. And not saying that your ARRI is your dream camera, but if ARRI was your dream camera, to even be able to work yourself up to buy an $80,000 camera to be able to afford that, you had to invest all that money first in other people's brands. ARRI needs to have something that can capture young filmmakers early.
Yeah, I agree.
That says at a 5,000, at an 8,000, even that's a ton of money. But let's say they spend a few $1,000s on a Sony or on a Canon or whatever, on a Nikon, and then they finally get there in the ecosystem of ARRI.
Yeah.
And then they need to have a $5,000 option, a $15,000 option, a $30,000 option, and an $80,000 option, like whatever. Keep that. But like, even if it genuinely makes your legacy people angry, even if you get crapped on as a brand of like, oh, ARRI ain't making fire cameras anymore, they're making stuff for the children, you got to do it. Like whoever buys them,
I feel like they tried that though.
Doomed.
I feel like they're trying that. They're using, because they are, I think they're afraid. I 100% agree with you. They need to disrupt and release their own thing. The easy win, make Lumix be your stepchild. Lumix is, oh, hey, you're kind of shooting an ARRI. We got ARRI logs. We need an extra $200 though. We need that extra $200 though. But
wild.
You know, and I 100% agree with you. It's the same problem. I mean, this is the problem I think every brand that makes a high-end camera has struggled with the most. Nobody is buying their first camera as the top of the mountain. When Nikon was like, we're redoing everything, Z9, I was like, great camera. No one's going to buy it because you got no ladder to get there. And then over the last 2 years, 3 years, they've been building that ladder.
Yeah.
ARRI has no ladder. They say jump off the cliff and try to grab a rung.
Soulstone.
Good luck.
Sacrifice someone you love.
Bro, for real. How much does a kidney go for? You only need one, dog.
Seriously. Well, you need to...
How much bone marrow can you give and still walk?
You need both for the ARRI. Both kidneys.
Yeah, you're going to need both because after you buy it, you're going to be drinking to forget how much you paid on that camera. And that kidney going to be gone. So, no, I do think I agree with you. I think that ARRI would benefit. If ARRI doesn't sell, let's say they don't sell. Let's say this whole thing is just a hoax to get us all talking about ARRI.
For sure.
They're like, all right, we're going to release a camera, and then we're going to hint that we're going to sell, so then everybody's talking about us and remembers that we also just released a camera. And maybe they just got $80,000 burning a hole in their pocket, and they'll buy that camera. Yeah. That's a chance. There's a chance. Yeah. There's somebody out there with $80,000 in their pocket, just ready, you know what? I could use an extreme. Yeah. I'm thinking of doing something extreme. Yeah. So I do look at it. I go, okay, this could be interesting. But I do agree with you. I think ARRI needs a ladder, or somebody who already has the ladder needs to buy them, and then they will be more successful.
They need to rip the Band-Aid off of it, because even some of y'all are saying, no. Like, and I get it. The reason why they're on the top of the mountain for so many people is because they're out of reach. We can't grab them. It's like a Lamborghini. Like, oh, it's a car that we aspire to, but we can't reach. And bringing it down, a race to the bottom. Yeah. All of a sudden, it's just like, oh, is it valuable anymore? Would I even want an ARRI? Stop lying.
People still buy Lexuses.
If there was a $4,000 ARRI for sale today,
you buying it?
1080p, you buying it.
1080p,
you buying it.
You gonna buy it and play around.
You buying it. Stop lying.
You gonna put a matte box on it and say I'm shooting ARRI.
Seriously. You gonna ask ARRI to put a big logo. Let me get that big logo.
I don't even need a screen on the back. I'll put my own monitor. Just make the whole back just a blue logo.
We don't care about Netflix approved.
To be clear, James, that was a joke. I don't think that it's a hoax, but because we do know that ARRI did lay off a whole lot of people, and I mean, it's the camera race right now is so wild. Yes, because James had mentioned this on his stream. We've said this multiple times. But James made me really think about it last night on his stream, where he was saying that, like, because of software and, you know, like DaVinci Resolve will let you change sort of like your color pipeline. Yeah. Boom. Right? Oh, you like ARRI's pipeline? Okay, cool. Switch. Yeah. Like, so between software and the fact that camera technology really hasn't made any drastic major jumps. You can pick your resolution, you can pick the sensor that you like, and you can pick, you know, what frame rates you want to shoot in. You pick your camera. Mm-hmm. The truth is that today, like, it's hard pressed for me to believe. Like, I know some of y'all out there have, those crazy filmmaker eyes, but I can almost guarantee you, if I did a blind film test.
Go on YouTube right now.
I mean, let's look at, if I did a blind film test with RE35, Raptor X, Canon R5 Mark II.
You heard it, Cam Maggie.
Nikon Z8. I'll go with the Z8. Komodo, S1 II, FX3. You might be able to tell because of resolution. FX2 or FX2. Give me 6K.
Luis, some Sony love.
FX2. All right, we won't move the camera. It'll all be locked off shots.
Throw that GFX.
Oh yeah.
That GFX Mark II?
Yeah, GFX 100 Mark II. If I put those cameras in a purely blind test, maybe this is what we do.
Well, the reason why I said go on YouTube, I was watching a dude. They were doing like a camera test, like because they were trying to find a B cam similar to what you were doing.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, sometimes the Alexa 35 wasn't the best looking image. Now, part of it had to do with like the lighting and they were in a dimly lit bar and, like that sort of deal, real vibey, lots of haze. Bro, the 35 is never a bad choice, but it didn't, from scene to scene, it didn't always produce the best image in comparison to some of the cameras that you're talking about.
Yeah.
And so it's kind of wild.
Yeah. So I mean,
wild.
I'm just telling you, I feel like there is some opportunity there. Oh, sorry, Kofi. Ursa.
Yo, boya.
The Ursa.
Yo,
we'll give a Black Magic. Do y'all want the Ursa or do y'all want the Pixis 12K? Which one?
Kofi, your video
Probably
was good.
Ursa.
Your video was good. That the Black Magic
sorry,
is
James.
fire looking.
I don't think about Black Magic as much as y'all do. It's not a disrespect thing.
It's complete disrespect.
It's not disrespect. It's just not.
Disrespect.
It's mentally just not in my space. Okay.
Do you want to know what he said about the Pixis?
What did I say about the Pixis?
I don't remember, but it wasn't good.
Just now?
No.
What?
We were talking about it a couple days ago.
It got returned. What are we talking about? What are we talking about? That's all I said. That's not disrespect.
Both of them.
Both. So I bet you we put all those things side by side. Most people won't be able to tell the image difference. Or the one that you think would win the entirety will win in different scenarios. And
this is why I think they need a smaller camera, because nobody's prepared to carry around a 35. No one's prepared.
Yeah.
You don't have the rigging, you don't have the accessories, you don't have the support system. You don't want to have your film on sticks. You don't have a $3,000 ready rig. Like, bro, you're just not ready for that. So give me something 2-3 pounds.
Yeah.
In 1080p.
Bro,
maximum 30 frames per second.
No, we don't want that.
Do that to me for $4,000.
No, ask for more. Dream big, Jarrell. Dream big.
I just want the logo.
This is it. Give me a potato with an ARRI logo on it. I'll let it run.
You better have that color science in there. If you're gonna put me at 1080p, you best to have that color science.
You're wild. So yeah, I am very interested to see, who, if anybody, does end up buying them. It could be interesting. It could be very interesting, but we don't know. We'll have to see. Oh, that was the last one.
Yes.
Thank you, Colton. We didn't put them in the poll. I know Fuji's trying to get into the world of cinema, and they are trying to do it very prestigiously. Now, they spent all this money in R&D on the Eterna. Could Fuji? Because Fuji's not trying to... we've already seen what they've done with the GFX 100s. Could Fuji go for, we're going to save Hollywood?
Let's look at that market cap.
Do they even have the bag?
Oh, dang. $30 billion. $30 billion. That's in dollars, not
U.S. dollars.
I mean, they obviously could.
Do you buy ARRI and then put your own camera on bricks?
Boys, this is the PSA. Y'all be concerned about gear. Y'all can go buy Fujifilm Holdings for $11.78 stock. We are not financial advisors. Stop buying cameras. Start buying stock.
Well,
do y'all hate money? Y'all hate money. Y'all buying stuff and y'all ain't making money.
You're wild.
Oh, this is a perfect time. We actually saw this comment a little bit before, especially since we're wrapping up this segment.
Yeah.
Stop being trash cans. 157 people watching right now. Pull your phones out of your pocket. How many likes?
34.
34 likes? Y'all all trash. Y'all all trash. The person that just disliked, log off. Hit that like button.
Actually, the person who hit the thumbs down button, hit it twice just to make sure we know that you don't like the show.
Yes.
Hit it for a second time for me.
Yes. Alrighty. Hit that like button. Hit the subscribe button. Ring that bell. All notifications. You love us. We love y'all.
All right, let's hit a few of these super chats because we didn't really give the super chat. We were in the middle of talking, so a couple quick super chats came in. $2 in from Lex Rex for that ARRI purchase. Look,
you were number one at the time.
You were. Thank you so much for that, for the $2. That's gonna make a huge endowment to our fund, so we appreciate that. Adrian, he says we need 116 billion Rons. He's coming in with 49 of them saying, I'm going to help y'all out. So we appreciate that.
Let's get it, Adrian.
Hello there. He says, my ARRI contribution at $4.99. Let's get it. So you recently visited Red, ... The ZR is rumored for September. Did you have to sign an NDA? No, not for my meeting. No, what I went to was a very public event. We were looking at the Reds on LED walls. They showed me Phantom Track in person for the very first time. So no NDAs were signed for that. I actually shot a video of it. I don't know if I'll actually ever post it, but
yeah.
No, it was just a fun event. Anybody could have went to it. Jason says, purchased Creative Alexa Fam Mini LF releasing new VMware 30 seconds. Neverware. Oh, is that what that is? Neverware 30. Oh my gosh. That's wild. And then Cam came in. He says, let's be real. Even if we all got ARRIs, our work ain't gonna look any better. Everyone who thinks Canon is trash, hit the thumbs up button. We did get a lot of thumbs up.
Cam, let's be honest. If we shot on ARRIs, in our hearts, it would look better. It would look better.
I will say this.
Some of these people are shooting on Sony.
Oh. Jarrell is personally trying to ensure that we never get invited to Condo ever again.
I'm just being spicy right now because Cam is being spicy right now.
Cam is not on camera.
Cam is being spicy right now. We just had to throw shade in a general direction. Sorry for catching strays, Sony.
Oh my gosh, Jarrell, that was wild. That was wild. Yeah, those 3 thumbs downs are Sony. All from Sony shooters.
I love Sony. I love you, Luis, and I love you, Luis, and I love you, Sony. John's like, ouch! I got a Sony. Buy a Canon. Plop, 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 plop.
This man is throwing. Oh my god! Hey, Sony shooters, I got you, Jarrell. That was rude.
No, it wasn't.
That was rude.
It was a joke.
That was rude.
I was on my Dave Chappelle.
That was unnecessary.
I was on my Dave Chappelle.
That's okay. Sony shooters, I got your back.
That's a wild statement Considering our next story.
Yeah. Speaking of our next story, oh wait, no, let's go to this one. What's crazy, speaking of Sony, if y'all did not know, Sony released a new camera not too long ago that was doing much better than anyone ever thought it was going to do. I'm not going to lie. We were not speaking highly of this camera at all, but due to our shock and surprise, Sony came out and said that the RX1R III sold out. It was selling higher than we ever thought. But you know what's crazy? If you go on B&H right now, you can actually buy this camera. It is wildly in stock. So either two things are happening, Jarrell. Hold on, let me finish. Either
They
two
sold
things
out.
No, let me finish. Either two things are happening. Either one, this camera is like a production miracle where they were able to sell out and then produce so much more that they could fill the stocks that quick. Which, let me remind you, the FX2 is also not in stock right now. So something's happening. Or it was a flat out lie, and this camera did not sell out because, in fact, you can just go buy one on B&H. In fact, I want to be very clear. I have one on the way right now. So I'm going to get a chance to review it. And no, Sony did not send it to me.
They would never.
They would never.
They would never.
They would never. So I am going to get one and I will be able to review it myself as someone who did not get the camera from Sony. So y'all be on the lookout for that. I'll be dropping that video as soon as I can. But yes, it is insane that this camera is actually in stock. What does this mean?
I'm in favor of Carlos's comment who says two things can be true at once. They sold out of stock, which is going to B&H. So I do think that they sold. I do think that they imported 5 cameras into the U.S. and those went out very quickly. Just I'm on my Chappelle thing, so just everybody calm down. whatever number that they sent, they sold out. But then they immediately had cameras. Maybe that was like the first shipment on the boat.
Yes.
And then the next day they had cameras coming.
Maybe
on the next shipment. But here's the interesting part to me. This is the part where I do feel like there is some shadiness going on. Because if I'm a business person, okay, it's not so much the stocking and restocking thing. If I'm a business person, guys, if you go on B&H right now, this camera has its first sale, its first rebate. And as a business person.
Oh, yeah. You go to. So say that clearly, because we didn't report on that yet.
Yeah, we didn't report on it. This is the reason why I think there's some shadiness in the R1, X3, 2, 4, whatever. Camera, point and shoot, the one that's on the screen. Here's the shadiness to me. Not the fact that it was stocked and restocked. Here's the shadiness. If you're a business person and you got something hot fire going off the shelves, uncontrollable, just people buying it like crazy. Are you putting it on sale?
Crazy.
Putting it on sale. You're not putting it on sale.
Can you imagine the people who bought it at the original price 2 weeks ago when it sold out? You know, like when it sold out, all those people who bought it when it sold out, and now a few weeks later, it's $200 less.
Yes. So right now,
are you going to chalk it off to tariffs?
So like a couple days ago,
when it was sold out,
when it was sold out, it was $200 direct rebate from Sony. $200. Now, to be fair, they did offer it to anyone that's bought it, as long as you had a receipt.
It's a rebate.
So if you could, you could go back. If you bought it early, you could still get the money.
So for everybody who bought it when it sold out, they can get their $200 back.
Yes,
they just giving out money because they sold so many of these cameras. They can just give out money.
Because it's so popular and they're so benevolent.
Got it. Thank you, Sony.
But now that $200 has run out. Now it's just $100. You can get it on B&H. So I'm gonna say the camera is probably great. Great images.
I am sure.
Great images.
Yes.
Overpriced.
Look, I 100% agree with you. I am. This is probably going to be one of the weirdest cameras that I have ever reviewed because I don't think that the camera is bad, right? Now, when I know I'm going to review a camera, I do actively like try not to watch other people's reviews.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to really get influenced too much through their comments, their topics, whatever, right? And so like I know there's even people like Cam and I think Kofi in the chat, they've also reviewed it. And I haven't seen their videos. Like just full transparency. I didn't watch their videos because I knew this was a camera I wanted to review.
Yeah.
But I think it's going to be a great camera. The question, and I don't think anyone has ever maybe even questioned, is it a good camera?
Mm-hmm.
I think the question is for the price. And the funny thing is that prices obviously can change. And we've already seen that happen. I don't know if I've ever seen a camera come out and then just within 2 months, the first time I'm seeing it in stock, it's already been discounted, which is insane. So I'm going to say, Kobe says, I haven't. That thing is a Tamagotchi in my hand. So I'm going to say that when it comes to this camera, the price obviously affected most people. Sony obviously probably heard that and then thus has decided to try to do what they can, which is add a rebate and help out. Now you're grinning hard. What you grinning about?
I'm running a secret poll.
Oh my gosh. What's the poll?
You can find out a bit later.
No, I want to know what the poll is.
Nope.
Okay, let's see. Will Brandon love the Sony RX1R III? Option yes or option no? What
Will they
think
turn
you
him?
can hide it from
Will
me?
they turn him?
Well, you think you
Well,
can
I
hide
didn't think it
from
would
me?
show it there. It didn't show it here.
Well, you know, it is what it is, bro. I got eyes everywhere. Cam says,
I think he's getting turned, if I'm being honest.
Who, me?
Yes.
I'm getting turned.
I think you're getting turned.
What do you mean?
Turned out.
You think I'm going to get turned out for
You're
Sony?
getting turned out for Sony.
Hey, look.
You gonna get that?
Look.
You're going to get that. What do they call it? The
RX1R III.
RX1R III.
Crazy number,
Which
by
is
the way.
a crazy deal.
Crazy name, by the
Crazy
way.
name.
I don't know who made that decision.
RX1R3. You're going to get it, and you're going to be like, Sony, I love this camera. Can I go to condo?
They have already made it very clear. I am not going to condo. Look, I will say it is going to be very interesting if I'm going to love this camera. The thing is, it's like, I really do like photography focused cameras because they're just fun for me. Like, the truth is that they're fun for me. The Leica Q, I love that camera. The Fuji X100VI, love that camera. So will I love this camera? Probably. Will it be worth the price? That's the question. The question is, does it justify the price?
I can tell you from the pores, never.
Bro.
Never.
I can tell you, I mean, I'm not buying this camera.
Because
there's no chance.
In a real world, if I got that money, Leica.
Bro,
if I got that money, the X2D is more, but we saving it for that.
Bro, I need something I can sell the next day. It needs to be more of an investment. That camera, if you buy it new, you selling it used for like $1,000.
That's wild.
That might be too much.
That
was a bit much. That was a bit much.
That was worse than my comment.
No.
I don't even remember what I said.
You told everybody who shoots Sony that they're trash, I think.
No,
like
I said that your
I'm
footage would
paraphrasing.
look better if you bought an ARRI.
Because they shoot Sony. Oh my god.
Detect the lie.
Well, no, there's no lie there.
Detect the lie.
No, I'm with you. I get you. I'm with Carlos. It's not a Leica. Oh, my bad. Wrong one. Yeah, it's not a Leica.
It's not.
And there's only, I mean, he said if you sold it used, you would only have to find a fanboy to sell it to. And there's not enough Sony fanboys who have the budget that I would need to sell that camera for.
Don't they send you the camera so that you can help sell the camera?
Oh, you know what I could do? Because if I buy, like, let's say I do buy the camera, right? And let's say I don't like it. Because it's in such high demand and it's selling out rapidly, right? That's what Sony told us. It's selling out rapidly. There's probably a good chance that it has a really good market. So, yeah, there might be a chance. Maybe. We'll see. We'll see. There might be a good shot. What do you think?
I'm distracted from Cam Mackey.
What did he say?
He be sending secret texts, bro.
Oh, what did he say? Did he text us both or just you?
I don't know if he texted you, but
No, he didn't text me.
Cam, can I text him?
What did you say? Just show it to me.
I got friends in low places. He says, show it to Brandon. Make sure you hold the phone this way.
Go. Yeah, save your money, Jerome.
Wild. Can I give you my C70?
You trying to trade? Oh my gosh. Gus says Sony is falling off. Brandon's showing his age. He doesn't even know about the resale culture.
Yeah, he said $1,000.
You're right.
Dinosaur.
You're right. Sorry.
Dinosaur.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Y'all take everything I say
right.
so literally.
Let's get on a happy story. You want to go to a happy story?
I don't know if this is happy.
Because we've been bagging on this camera for like 9 weeks.
Yeah, let's do it. Wait, which one do you want to do? 5?
The happy story, yes.
That's not happy.
It is happy.
I'm not that happy about it.
Yes.
All right. If y'all did not know, ChatGPT 5 is officially here.
Have y'all noticed?
The big question that I've been trying to figure out is it actually better? So for those of y'all who don't know, ChatGPT is y'all know what that ChatGPT is, but ChatGPT 5 just came out, and
if you don't, log off right now.
Yeah, if you now currently, my understanding is that it's rolling out. The app update is rolling out soon, or has it already started to roll out? I can't know because yesterday I didn't have it yet.
So I was using 4.0 until about 5 o'clock. I log in at 6, and
but on the desktop or on the app? Like, are you going through your browser?
App on the phone.
You had it?
It's rolling.
Okay.
It's rolling.
Okay.
So let us know if you have 5.
Because I didn't have it initially.
Open up your.
They're on
you
their
don't
phone.
have to update. Oh, don't leave the. Well, maybe
they're on their phone
don't
already.
Leave the stream.
We'll tell you. You don't need to look it up. We'll let you know.
Desktop also updated to 5.
Yeah. So.
Yes.
So ChatGPT 5 is out now, and a few things. 1, 5 is the big difference is with 4 and previous models, you had to choose what model you wanted to use based off of the task you were trying to accomplish. With 5, that's gone. Now it's all just ChatGPT 5. And whenever you use ChatGPT 5, it will choose, I guess, internally which model it thinks will do your task the best.
Yes.
Which we all know ChatGPT is better than any of us anyway. I don't even know why we try, to exist at this point.
Yes.
So with ChatGPT 5 being able to do that, it should make the process easier. But I've got, we talked about this last night, Jarrell.
Yep.
I heard something in a video about ChatGPT 5 that freaked me out more than anything else, y'all. So with ChatGPT 5 specifically, it is available if you are staying free. Like if you're someone who doesn't pay the $20 a month for ChatGPT, or if you're balling out of control, or your business fully runs on it and you're paying the $200 a month, even if you stick to the free one, you will get ChatGPT 5 as of now going forward, right? You don't even get a choice. You just log on online and boom, you've got 5. However, when you used to use ChatGPT, they would throttle your usage. That basically said like, oh, you couldn't do as many inquiries. Well, now with the free one, they still throttle, but what they have said is that if you're using ChatGPT 5 on a free plan, after about 8 to 20 inquiries, depending on what you're asking for, you will get a worser version of ChatGPT 5.
Mm-hmm.
And when I heard that, Jerome, my brain about broke because I was like, what do you mean you're giving me a worse version?
Dumb version.
But here's the thing. How do you give a worse version of intelligence? You give stupidity, my dog. So you're
fake news.
You're actively putting out dumb stuff. Now we know ChatGPT has put out dumb stuff in the past where it tells you, oh, this is a fact. And then it's like not true. But to know that it is actively giving you a worse version blows my mind.
Get your cake up.
Bro, they said pay that money or be dumb forever.
Yeah, no, it does have some crazy implications for businesses or just people. Let's just say people, because can they eventually price us out of something that we have grown accustomed to?
Yeah. Like, so this is where the conversation for me and Jarrell went last night. Is as a business, there's a lot of people, myself included, who use ChatGPT to write emails. They'll use it for, creating copy. There are entire marketing teams now that have taken on 4 times as many clients as they used to be able to do because they can use ChatGPT to help them write copy and everything else, right? And I have been, I've used ChatGPT for social media, things along those natures, whatever. But can you imagine ChatGPT just starts saying, oh, it was $20? Now it's $50. Now it's $70. Now it's $100. And the price just keeps going up. But because you have built your business with ChatGPT being the heart of it, if they give you a dumber version or they price you out, you literally, your whole business can implode with just one price increase, which I had never thought about.
Yeah.
Because now you basically become I know for me, Dropbox is like that. Dropbox is like that for me.
Yeah.
I am locked to Dropbox in a way that I'm not happy with. I have so much in there. I have gone on to be like, hey, can you send me a hard drive with all my stuff? They're like, no, we don't do that. I'm like, but I want it. It's mine. They're like, well, you're going to have to download it individually.
Yes.
And every third download, we're going to fail because we know what you're trying to do. So what's absolutely killing me at this point is that AI, while it is great, I feel like now I am getting to a point where I'm like, ooh, I'm going to diversify. So I've been diving into Gemini. Some of y'all been telling me to check out Gemini. What's the other one? Kling? Is Kling it? Is that what it is? Or is Kling different?
I know Kling does Gronk.
Gronk. That's another one. Wait, which one is X's? Is that Gronk?
Gronk.
Gronk is from X. So I say all this to say definitely check out ChatGPT 5. If you are on the free version, be cautious after your 8 to 20 stuff because you might be getting some dumb stuff in return.
Yeah.
But overall, so far from what I can tell with ChatGPT 5 versus 4, and I've seen a few videos, and what's crazy is like you can't go back to 4. So you can't be like, I don't like this. I'm going to go back to 4.
They say go back to 4, but I don't see where you can go back to 4.
I don't see the option.
Yeah.
So from the people who had early access to 5 and then still had 4 from their public release, they were able to test them side by side. And 5 definitely seems better. It seems faster, but it doesn't seem perfect.
Yes.
In a way where, to me, I feel like it justified a full number jump.
100%. This is going to be the week of the polls because I'm just so interested. How many of you depend upon ChatGPT for your business? Is that good? You don't want to change anything?
No, I think that's fine. I mean, to just identify what do you mean by you rely on it, like you use it on a regular basis. Yeah. What I mean is like you use it on a regular basis. Like I'm in ChatGPT, I think every day. Like I'm not exaggerating. I think I use ChatGPT in some form every day to help me rewrite an email or to work on a pitch. Or like normally whenever I'm doing stuff for like clients and stuff like that, like even my invoices, like I'll take all the stuff that I'm doing for them and I'll throw that in ChatGPT and I'll say, clean this up. So that way it's clear and easy for my client to understand. So I do that. And full transparency, I'm also dyslexic. So writing and reading are not my strong suits. I misspell everything. And some of y'all have actually helped me with like titles and stuff like that in the past. So it is crazy. Shane's comment is actually the craziest thing I think I've ever seen. He says, literally never used it. Now, Shane, I got to ask a follow-up question. Is that you've never used an LLM at all? Or you just never use ChatGPT?
I think when you say literally never use it, you're implying that you don't use any of them.
Which that to me is insane because even my mom is using ChatGPT at this point. I was at baseball practice with my son and the coaches were joking about how they were going to break the bad news to the parents that didn't make the team. Like to the kids who didn't make the team. And they were like, yeah, I hate writing those emails. And one of the coaches was like, just use ChatGPT and tell it to make it feel not so bad. Like everybody's using ChatGPT in some way. But it is kind of crazy.
Is Mike saying, Mike, you use machine learning?
He says never use any AI.
You got an iPhone in your pocket, Mike? Here's a slightly different take from you on ChatGPT 5, but I feel like we should discuss it just for a moment. I've been noticing over the last couple days before the launch of 5 that 4 was getting fast. Like image generation was just happening. The prompts were getting better. And I was just like, I feel like I'm noticing it just being better. 5 drops, and I'm like, I feel like it kind of got worse than 4.0. But then it made me think, had we literally been using 5 for the last week or 2 weeks, like beta testing it, and they're calling it 4 and whatever. But like for me, 5 has been very hit and miss. I know that Luis said that he's used it. He hasn't really told a difference. I feel like image generation sometimes is way worse.
Yeah.
Way worse. Sometimes it's good. Fine, decent. I feel like ChatGPT is forgetting. You know how sometimes it'll forget your prompt?
Yeah.
It's forgetting way quicker. Within 3 prompts, it's already forgotten. Where I feel like in 4, it didn't forget. Like you might take days or weeks for it to forget something, but within 3 prompts, it's forgetting stuff. What else have I noticed?
Have you noticed any of your existing threads not recognizing 4.0? Because that's my number one fear with going to 5.
No, but you know how the description?
Yeah. It changed it all.
It changed it.
Yeah.
So because it's on 5, it's doing more and less.
Yeah.
So it literally took our thread for Uncensored, and then it just decided, oh, I'm going to give you even more than what you've asked for. But I'm also just going to completely change how I was giving it to you.
Yeah, like it took its structure that it already knew and then changed it.
It's like, this is superior. Take it. So anyways, it is literally crazy.
Logan says, my existing conversations are still 4.0. That's wild.
So Logan, are you using desktop or using web?
That is good. Well, what do you mean? The app, desktop app?
Desktop app or the web?
Yeah. Cam Mackey says, ChatGPT has become my Google.
Yes.
Well, hopefully you're on a paid plan because you don't want to be Googling, like, and get the wrong information.
So, Logan, how can you tell? Because when I log into it right now, basically when I go into an old chat, it still says ChatGPT 5 up at the top now. Like it'll say that it's now 5. But anyways, I am concerned about 5. I'm not like super concerned about 5. But right now, 5 is not, to me, is not as good as 4.0. And I was expecting 5 to be mind-bending. Like exponential, incredible.
I told you this yesterday. What makes me kind of like obviously I use ChatGPT every day. And it is very important to my business. And so if it gets worse, my business gets worse in some way. It's like I had an employee that went to a business training and he came back. They taught it all new stuff.
Aaron Rodgers, that
sucks.
That Oscar Washkasiwa.
Yeah,
he went on a little trip.
He went on a little trip, came back, and now he can't do anything. Right. So that's what it feels like if ChatGPT gets worse to me. It's like a part of my business, an employee within my business now is actually a little worse at their job. And I have no control over that employee's development, right? So
that is, throw up Shane's comment, that is diabolical, bro.
ChatGPT said Cam doesn't get models. Out of token.
Diabolical. You're in that dumb version, Shane.
So for me right now, 5 not being as good is an issue. It needs to be better.
Yeah.
If you're going to change a portion of my business, make it better.
It's going to. Like, hopefully in the next week, 2, once it's rolled out to everyone worldwide.
But it's like a new program. Because like you said, it's changing the way it did things that it had already been doing. And I had already built my brain around how ChatGPT worked. I knew how to prompt to get certain things out of it. Now it's sort of changed a little bit. So I got to, I'm telling you all this to make sure that you're paying attention and that you you keep working it. But dude, it is a
It's super honest. I asked it, are you having issues with your rollout? Like, are people submitting bugs and saying things aren't working? And it said, yep, we're experiencing bugs. And so it is being honest with us, but hopefully it's good. It's supposed to be more accurate than ever.
Now, for all of you guys who are against AI, because we know there's a few of y'all in the chat. I have no problems with people who are against AI. I don't know if it's not the take I'm gonna take, because I'm not really pro AI or against AI. I just know it's here, and so I'm like, I'm gonna use it. You know what I mean? It's like a car versus a horse. It's like, well, if I can get there faster, I'm gonna hop in the car. But I don't actually care about the car itself. Here's my take. With ChatGPT 5 coming out and not being this like massive big leap, it's the first time to me that AI has felt like it has slowed down. Like AI, every time there was like a new AI tool, video came out, it was always like, you know, Will Smith's eating spaghetti. He's eating his fingers. He's got 50 fingers, right? And then the next time we see it, it's like, oh my gosh, that actually looks like Will Smith. He still has like 11 or 12 fingers, but you know, it's weird. And now it's like, is that AI? With ChatGPT 5 coming out, it's the first time where it was like, oh, that was an improvement, but it didn't feel like a massive improvement.
Yeah.
So it's like, oh, is AI actually slowing down? Did we already hit peak AI? I mean, granted, AI has moved exponentially fast, but have we hit peak?
What they're giving us
has
true. Slowed down.
That is also true. Maybe they're throttling because they're like, oh,
they learned their lesson.
Yeah.
They learned their lesson. When they did that whole little turn yourself into a little Japanese character and the world went wild.
What are you talking about?
Remember when they did image content creation that day? When it was just like turn yourself into like a...
Oh, the anime characters.
And then they just
the whole
crashed.
Feed. Yeah.
Like you had all those memes of the dog and the fire, the ChatGPT servers are on fire. Yeah. They're never doing that again.
Yeah.
They're never giving you
a prompt.
Hey, this is how great ChatGPT 5 is. You can do this. And then the whole world says...
No. What happened was, Jarrell, was they were like, we need data on every person's face who uses ChatGPT. So please upload a photo of yourself and let us have it. And we all did it. We all gave chat. Here's me.
Yeah.
Here's my information.
Yeah.
Here's all of my data.
Oh, yeah.
Did you scrub the metadata from your photo? No. So I know where you live?
Yes.
Yeah. Here's my photo, ChatGPT. Make 100%. Me look like an anime character. And we did it. We always do it.
So I do think that very much it's going to be better. I think the version that they're giving us is very throttled. But I am holding out hope that a week from now, that 5 is going to blow my mind.
For me personally, I need the image generation to be back good, because I will say before the image generation, I didn't use it quite as much. When it was just text, I used it, but not on a daily basis. I use ChatGPT to help me with thumbnails. I use it to help me with storyboarding. Like I use ChatGPT quite a bit. So image generation can't suck. Also, it needs to be knowledgeable and have like instant access to the internet.
Yeah.
Because I normally am talking about things that are happening in real time. So I need that. So I do want it to get better. I hope that it continues to get better. I do think that it might be beneficial to them to throttle us a little bit right now, because the truth is that I don't think we really have the infrastructure we need for full-on AI right now. Like between energy consumption, power plants, like actual compute, I don't know if we have it in order to run it like the way that they say it's going to be when it's like fully autonomous or whatever. But you know, I'm okay with it slowing down just a little bit, but we'll have to see.
Dude, Brandon, this is crazy. I just used ChatGPT right now. The poll, which we were maybe a little bit concerned about our audience in their usage of AI.
Mm-hmm.
Right now we have 47 votes in, which is wild because we have 132 people in the stream.
That's a bunch of people who don't care.
Take your phones out of your pocket.
We do not care about AI.
Take your phones out of your pocket. Vote. Thank you for that vote. Thank you for that vote. Okay. We only have 15 people that voted that says they don't use AI.
I think it's almost like it's like using Google.
Yeah.
Like we talked about it now, where it's like most people say, "Oh, just ChatGPT it," to just say use AI.
Yes.
Like ChatGPT did something crazy. The fact that they came in and they pulled a Clinics, they pulled a Google. Like these are brands.
They pulled a Google on Google.
They pulled a Google on Google,
which is like
crazy.
How do you, if somebody were to say to you, I'm going to create a tissue and we're going to dominate clinics, we'd be like, doubtful.
Yeah.
But if somebody came to you and said, hey, we're going to pull a Google and we're going to take the #1 spot, we'd be like, that's never happening.
Yeah.
And they did.
That's crazy.
They did.
They just need to be put in the dictionary now.
So, yeah, seriously. Chat
GBT it. It's
so,
a verb.
Anyways, hopefully 5 gets better and worse, that they don't become our overlords.
We want you to get good, but not too good, but like good in a way that's good for us, but not good in a way that's bad for us, because we don't want the bad side. We just want the good side. So give us the good side.
We want you to progress fast and slow.
But not too fast, but not too slow. Goldilocks it.
We want you to make us a lot of money, but not cost us a lot of money. Give us everything. We also want Gemini and Gronk and Claude and whoever else to provide some competition for OpenAI. Do that for us. Do it.
That's wild.
Do it.
All right, you ready to hop into the next big one?
Absolutely.
All right, so this is one that we do normally around the same time that we open up registration, which, by the way, if you guys are not aware, currently we have registration open for our mentorship program. So we do this a few times a year. This is sort of our second time running it out with this type of setup, but we bring in a small group of aspiring filmmakers, people who are running video production companies, people who are running freelance businesses. And if you are looking to grow your business and you're looking to sort of take that next step, looking at client acquisition, looking at sales process, optimizing, figuring out how to automate certain parts of your business, we are now actually have open enrollment going on for our mentorship program. The way that it works is, in order to sign up to be a part of the mentorship program, it actually starts with a 15-ish minute Zoom call with us. And so we have that linked down below in the description. You can go in there, you can book some times. I actually opened up the calendar a little bit because, as some of you guys know, I'm actually going to be shooting a feature next week. And so I have very limited availability, but Jarrell's got some availability. So definitely do us a huge favor. Go into the description, click the link, and that'll actually allow you to sign up for a time slot to talk to us and learn more details about the mentorship program. So we do have that coming up.
Yes, absolutely. Looking forward to starting the second round of mentorships. Yeah,
it's going to be a lot of fun. Schedule's already set up. But yeah, if you guys are interested, definitely check out the link down below in the description. And so what we normally do when it's time to talk about the mentorship program is we open up a conversation to talk about running a video business. Because as some of you guys maybe you're not aware, because we do get on here every week and we just have a good time and talk about cameras.
Absolutely.
We both do run video production companies.
We're not hobbyists.
No, we're
professionals.
Well, that's because I've said it many times. This is too expensive to be just a hobby. So got to make a living. But by making a living, you get a chance to do this every day, which is what I want to do.
So we've started a new segment that we're calling The Rent is Due.
Yes.
All right. So this is what was inspired. A couple of years ago, I was in a situation where we got way far behind on bills. And it was just like, dang, I needed to make $10,000 in a month, in 30 days, to literally pay everything, get caught up, all sort of deal. And I set the goal at the beginning of the month.
Yeah.
And I had some thoughts and ideas, but we are not going to be the people that are going to say to you, because I'd be getting them Instagram deals. Are you only making $3,000 a month? Do you want to make 10? Bro.
watch this video.
Bro.
Change your life.
Bro, watch this 30-second video. Change your life. No. So in a real way, Scott's buying ARRI. In a real way, I just set a goal.
What's up, Scott?
And was like, hey, I want to see if I can do this.
Yeah.
Because the rent is due.
The rent is due.
So in this new segment, Brandon, I'm going to kick it to you. What are some literal things that you're doing today if the rent is due and you need to, bro, take this gear and have it produce some money for you so that you can pay the bills, clear everything, get everything done. This is more of an emergency situation.
Yeah.
In the mentorship, we're going to talk about setting up practical and sustainable ways of getting income. But like rent is due today, not just us. We want to know what y'all do.
Yeah.
If y'all needed to make $1,000 by the end of the week, it is the end of the week, end of next week. What are y'all doing?
Yeah. So for me, yeah, like a couple things. Because I've been in this situation too, where like, you know, things are tight. You got to make some money. The first thing that I do, very honestly, like, I don't know, this may not be what you were expecting, but like, very honestly, the first thing I'm doing is I'm auditing all my current expenses.
Yeah.
Nothing kills you more than when you need to make money.
McDonald's.
And then you get that, it's time for art lists. It's time for this bill. It's time for this bill. And you just start getting all those charges coming out. So for one, it's about like making sure that your current base is really strong. You want to make sure that financially you're in a really good place and that you don't have any additional expenses that are hurting you. That's actually making it more difficult for you to get to where you need to do. The second thing is, and I've said this multiple times, and this is sort of my structure for anybody who's just getting started. So whether you need the rent is due or you're just getting started, I look for industries that have mass opportunity to serve, right? So I'm not looking for an industry that's like super niche. Like I don't want to just work with like a super niche type business. I want to look for someone who has mass opportunity. Cam Mackey says he would start with OnlyFans agencies. So that is an option. That is an option. But my morals don't allow me to do that.
Cam Mackey would say that.
And he's not joking either. He's probably serious.
He's not joking. He's going to tell some, I was going to say this word. I'm not going to say this word because of the times. He's going to tell a person of indescription with no description.
Of an undescribed person.
An undescribed person.
Yeah.
For $1,999 a month, I will give you some visibility on them. I'll be your manager.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, moving on.
But when it comes to, for me, then what I look for is really somebody says call a model.
Oh, for YouTubers. Oh, thanks you for that clarification. For creators.
So what I would do is I would look for one of those industries. One of the industries that's always taken care of me has been real estate.
Yes.
I've never shied away from that. I have videos about it on my channel. I have an entire guide dedicated to shooting real estate. And that's because at least where I live, there are so many of them. There are realtors everywhere. Depending on where you live, let's say you live in Seattle. I am guessing here. I've never even been to Seattle. But I'm going to assume Seattle just sounds like the place where there's just coffee shops everywhere. Maybe because Starbucks is from there. I don't know.
Sure.
But I just feel like there's coffee shops everywhere. Maybe that's your market. Whatever it is, you want to find an industry in your area where there are so many opportunities. From there, you want to have a very clear, easy project or service that you offer. So for me, if I were doing it today, I would say I would go after real estate agents.
Mm-hmm.
I would have a package that included either a real estate home tour or maybe it's 2 or 3 Instagram reels, whatever that package ends up being. And I'm going to price it super competitively. Because if the rent is due, I have no pride.
Get rid of it.
The pride has to go.
Get rid of it.
I want the money in the pocket. So if I'm charging $500 for a video, $700 for a video, $1,000 for a video, whatever that number is for whatever you're choosing to offer, pride is gone. I'm just trying to get paid.
Seriously.
And then I am going out. I know that, in the world of social media, everyone talks about running Facebook ads or posting on Instagram. All that stuff is based on people finding you or being on the platform that you're even running ads on and then showing up. I'm going out. So when it comes to real estate, I'm going to the offices. I'm going to go look for every home in my neighborhood that has a for sale sign on it. I'm going there. I'm hopping on MLS and I'm calling every single realtor I can who has a home that's been sitting for over 30 days.
Mm-hmm.
And I am pitching this product to them. And the secret one, I'll give it away. The secret one is Saturdays, I'm looking for the open houses.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm showing up at the open house.
I've done that before.
Because the realtor is there. They are actively in the mindset of, I want to sell this property.
Mm-hmm.
And you have the opportunity to show them what you can do and shoot the house on site.
I brought an iPad one time and was like literally, because like when you come and you're like, hey, I shoot video. Oh, okay, cool, kid, thanks. Be like, no, I shoot video. They watch for 15, 20 seconds and they're like, oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
And it helps.
And then you say, I can also take care of it right now. Would you like me to go ahead and do it right now? Because here's the crazy thing about an open house is, in a very real way, ain't nobody there because it's an open house.
Mm-hmm.
So you've got the opportunity to actually sell it right then and there.
100%.
You can get paid right then and there, and you can literally tell them, I go to open houses on Saturday and I go to see who's looking to use video to help. I can shoot this for you right now. I'll have an edit to you by Monday, Tuesday of next week, and you'll be able to start using that to promote. And these people are actively trying to sell the house. So that's probably what I'm doing if the rent is due and I need $1,000 by the end of the week.
Yeah.
I'm hitting up as many people as I can Monday through Friday. And then Saturday, I'm driving around like Gary Vee says, I'm going to hit up the different garage sales. I am going to every single open house I can find. And that's what I'm going to try to do.
Brandon, it's been a couple weeks.
What happened?
It's been a couple weeks.
For what? What happened?
We just been having just straight.
Oh my gosh.
We've been having a straight just like.
Can we finish this segment so we can clip it, please?
I'm glad you stopped me because I was about to say something wild.
I know you were.
Stay on.
Shy, stay on. Jarrell.
Okay. Okay.
Jarrell, the rent is due.
The rent is due. You're going to have to wait. Okay. So, guys, check this out. This is not me. This is Gary Vee. But it is so pertinent, okay? Because you left off with Gary Vee. I'm going to do that. Everybody, open up your phones right now.
They're already on their phones. They're watching the show.
Open up your phones. You guys, look at this. Watch this. When you go on your phone and you go to your contacts, okay? Y'all probably have hundreds, at least hundreds, maybe over 1,000 people in your phone right now that know you to a certain extent. Some of them might be high school. Some of them might be middle school. Some people from college. Some people in your town. All sorts of different things. If the rent is due, and you know who I'm talking to, like if you're like right now stressing out, freaking out about money, like how do I, bro? You're gonna have a text message that you're gonna copy and paste. It's gonna be cringe, but the rent is due. We don't have pride. You're gonna try your best not to sound like your MLM friends. Okay. That's just like, it's already it. You'd be like, hey, make sure you say their
opportunity.
Name. Yeah.
Don't use the word opportunity.
Come follow me to the hotel.
Whoa.
You ain't been to those?
No.
No, stop. Okay, R. Kelly.
What are you talking about? Ain't nobody invite me to no hotel?
Bro, you ain't never been invited to those hotel conference rooms where they're like, blah, blah, and they have this little spill, and you can sell too, and blah, MLM. Anyways.
No.
Youngin. All right. So anyways, hey, Paul, starting your A's. Hey, Aiden. This may sound kind of weird. This is probably not the way you start it. But I have a photography, videography business. Just want you to know if you have any needs or you know anybody that has needs. Sorry that this is weird. I'm I haven't talked to you in 15 years. I probably won't talk to you again from there, not to bother you. But if you have any needs or you know anybody has any needs, let me know. Obviously, throw that in ChatGPT, have it make you a better prompt. But go through, send out 100, 200, 300, 400 messages. If $1,000 is due by the end of the week, you guaranteed can put together family photos, guaranteed somebody's got some muffins that they bake, some sourdough bread that they bake. You could literally find $1,000 in there. That's just one. I'm not saying that you should do that, but I'm saying if the rent is due, do it. Second one, you would not believe how many small businesses, and this is where I say small businesses. I'm not targeting franchises that have marketing directors that have all sort of stuff. Yeah. I'm talking about small businesses in your area that gyms, restaurants, real estate agents, massage therapists, psychiatrists, all of these people need content.
Yep.
And maybe their business, you don't know how they've been praying. Like, oh my goodness, God, I need an answer. I need to marketing. I need something to attract to my business. And you show up on the door, boom, you're an answer. So in a real way, I mean this in I went into a hibachi restaurant.
Yeah.
And I literally was like, hey, can I cook the food and film it?
No, you did not.
I got the video, bro. They let me. Now, I wouldn't, obviously, this was for like a video idea. This is not for like trying to make money off of them. But the way they were like, yeah, sure. It was during lunch hour. And I have a whole video of me doing hibachi, bro. Now, imagine you walking into a store and just saying like, hey, I am shooting a video. I want to do a really cool intro B-roll of one of your best people cooking hibachi. And then at the end of it, if it's something that you guys are running a lunch special or you guys want it, like absolutely reduce cost, sell it to you. And your mind would be blown by the people that are like that manager, that boss, that ain't nobody walked in for lunch in a couple of days and they're suffering and they're just like, hey, this might turn my fortune around. Boom, you got that. And then genuinely, like the last thing, I'm gonna steal something that you said yesterday because it was just so good. Bro, some of y'all got equipment that's just straight chilling. And if the rent is due and you ain't touched that dusty, musty old piece of equipment in a long time, bro,
let it go.
Let it go.
First off, real quick, want to give a quick shout out to Christian just because I see him here. What's good, Christian? Christian actually just joined into our mentorship program.
What up?
So super excited to have him in there. But yeah, dude, the thing about running a video production business is in a very real way. And this is something that everybody, and Christian can tell y'all, like when I talk to everybody on the call about being a part of the mentorship program, I do want to be very transparent here. It requires work. You're going to have to put in work. And like nothing worth having is easy. But I can tell you that if you are willing to take the tools that we teach and then go apply them, you will see success. You will bring on those clients. But sometimes you just got to go do the hard thing, which is maybe go knock on that door.
Yeah. This is emergency ripcord rents due.
Yeah.
We're going to talk about sustainable things that you can do in the mentorship program. But this is in a real way. If you've gotten to the end of your rope, you don't know what to do.
Yeah.
You're like, dang, I'm about to lose something.
Yeah.
Like, I'm about to lose the car. I'm about to lose the house. Something like that. And you're like, I need the monies.
I need wifey off my back.
Here's a few ideas to kind of help you to a starting place.
Yeah, absolutely. So yeah, if you guys are interested in being a part of the mentorship program, or you just want more information on the mentorship program, the link is in the description to book a call with us. You can book that call. It's like I said, a 15-ish minute call. We'll give you all the information you need to know about the mentorship program, go over all the details. Yeah, we'd love to have you guys. This next group is starting to come together, and I'm really excited about everybody we've already got in it. And I think it's going to be great to just add a few more people. So yeah, anything else?
I think that's it on that topic.
All right. We got a few minutes. Can we do it?
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
Let's
Let's figure out what.
No,
Not that one.
We're not doing that. Hold on. Pause. Pause.
My bad. What I missed?
Pause. We've been having a lot of hamburgers and hot dogs over the last couple weeks.
What are we talking about? What are you talking about? We've been having a lot of hamburgers and hot dogs over the last couple weeks.
But now?
Oh.
We got a woman in the chat.
I don't like men no more. I said I like women.
Shy, we so glad that you're here.
This is why they don't comment, bro.
We're so glad that you're here. It's been a long time. I'm just saying, man. It's been a long time, bro. We had like 2 weeks. No women. All y'all men scaring them off. Dude, I'm glad that I had an extra like 3 minutes to think about that comment. Because
what you were gonna say before?
I was like, man, I was gonna be like, what do they call parties that that they're supposed to be like men and women there, but there's just men there? What do they call them?
It's the sausage party.
Yeah. I was about to be like, man, a whole lot of sausages and hot dogs, and we ain't got no. Moving on. I said it anyways. Shy is making sure there's culture up in here. Culture.
Wow. Wild. I bet you there's probably like 6 women's watching right now.
Women.
There are 6 women's watching right now who have never commented. And they will never comment because they do not want to trigger that. And to all of y'all, I want you to know we appreciate you as well. Even though I know you will never comment, and that is totally fine. Because when we met Jenny from the block, I was like, you watch? You ain't never commented before. And sure enough. So I believe I don't think she's an anomaly. I think there's a few of them.
This is a non-intrusive way. We're all about the polls today. This is a non-intrusive way to let us know.
If you do happen to...
Where we at. You don't have to comment. You don't have to put your... It doesn't show us. Joseph, we are not going to have more women if you make comments like that. Let's see. We are at 6% female.
We got a bunch of liars is what we got. That's a goddamn lie, bro.
We're at 5% female.
Oh my gosh.
What is that though?
Straight up lies.
Numbers.
Straight up lies.
Alrighty. Take your phones out your pockets. Take them out your pockets. If you're on the television,
take your phone out your pocket.
Get on your computer. Vote. We want to know. We want to know how many people use AI. We want to know how many people hate Sony. We want to know how many people are women. Women. Polls on polls today. Jarrell said, take much a purse. Hey, the women's are growing, bro. They growing.
I don't trust the dudes in our audience. At all.
Guys, don't lie.
At all.
Y'all can't be killing the polling data.
I don't trust them. I love y'all, but I don't trust any of you. None of you. Logan's definitely voted the wrong way.
Okay. I want to know. ChatGPT. Oh, we got 2 women's. Right now. Preston said fake news. They're not lying. Russian interview. They're not lying right now.
Well, okay.
Okay, chill, Collins. Your actual name is perfect for that comment.
Chill, Collins.
Chill, Collins. Chill.
Polls on polls on polls is crazy. No, Mark, I don't trust you either.
We're at 7%. We just grew.
Hey.
This is no longer a sausage party. I don't know what we call it. I don't know what we call it.
Please stop.
I don't know what we call it.
Just stop.
I don't know what we call it.
It's just a party. Can we just have a party? We don't party, you know?
If you show up to a party and it has 93% males at it,
and we're not at NAB.
We're not calling it a party.
And we're not at NAB.
We're not at a party.
Oh my gosh.
Opus is gonna skip over this whole section.
Oh, I'm gonna make sure it does. I'm gonna JB, do not let any of this part be a part of what goes out in the clips, please. Please.
All right. So what is there saying? We love the meats. Oh, we have the meat. Alrighty, last section. We got 7 minutes. Brandon, that is a S tier comment.
Y'all can go.
Dude,
Please, let's change the topic. Let's run your hot takes. We got a few more minutes. This has become one of my new favorite segments to end off the show every single week. Your weekly hot takes. Please, somebody change the topic. What is your hot take of the week? It could be about something we talked about. It could be about whatever. It is your chance to share with us what is your hot take. I want to know.
Hey.
What's your hot take? What's your hot take? Hey.
We have the meats. That's my hot take.
Hey.
That's my hot take. Even though we have a predominantly male audience,
Yeah.
the women's, they pay the bills.
Bro, that was gonna be my damn. Kind of
Get to work, man.
Get to work, man. All right. I think all right, hot takes coming in blazing. Here we go. From Scott, Alaska is awesome. That's not a hot take, Scott.
They probably can't hear you.
They can't hear me?
That sound effect is probably
Blasted? Oh, my bad. All right, that's not a hot take, Scott. Alaska is awesome. That's a cold take.
Scott.
Ice cold.
Scott, I saw a creator take this really famous train ride up to a park. There's like this really fancy train that they've taken the glass out of the top. They made a glass ceiling.
Oh.
And you go to some like in the middle of the state, like a really long train ride into this really famous park. And I'm like, bro, when I go to Alaska, I'm taking that train. Because literally.
Let's go.
Freaking not an AR, but a telephoto, a 400 millimeter, a 600. You're just shooting wildlife and mountains, like all from the train. It's wild.
Colin says, I'm worried DJI will stop supporting my Ronin 4D. That's not a hot take either. I think that might be pretty well, I've heard rumblings that the 360 camera might actually be getting some US release soon. So we'll wait and see if that actually happens. That would be a positive move for us.
Yes.
Colton, hot take. Apple is overrated. I said it. Yeah, that's a little spicy, bro.
Yeah, you can.
I mean,
you can keep that.
Yeah, you can keep that in your back pocket. We don't need it. A7C2 is better than the FX2. Ooh,
is it cheaper?
That is spicy.
Is it cheaper?
I think it is. I think it is cheaper.
It is better than.
Hot take. The new War of the Worlds movie is awesome. Just kidding. Look, Have you seen it? Have you seen like any of it? Like, have you
Nothing.
seen even the news or any of the clips or anything like that?
No.
It is so bad, bro. In the middle of the movie at one point, because the movie's on Amazon Prime. The whole movie, first off, it's those. I hate these type of movies, but the whole movie takes place on a screen. Like they're doing Zoom calls and like looking up stuff on the website. It looks like you're watching a movie, but on your laptop screen. At one point in the middle of the movie, I kid you not, they literally buy something on Amazon's website in the middle of the movie, and they take you through the whole Amazon checkout process. This is the first movie I've ever seen have a 0 from the critics, and the Rotten Tomato from viewers was like at 2%.
You watched it?
The whole movie? No, I value my time. I watch clips.
I'm gonna watch it.
Bro, you don't watch anything and you're gonna waste your time on that? Go
It's
for
on
it.
Amazon Prime. If it was somewhere else,
This man said it's free. I'm gonna watch it.
It does look.
It's awful.
It looks low quality.
It's because it's
Were
shot
they
in
going
1080p.
for?
It's
were they
supposed to
going-
look like your laptop.
Were they going for low quality?
They're going for trash. Mark says, hot take, I love Arby's. Brad says, hot take, removable 360 lenses are mandatory. Sorry, Osmo 360. We're going to just keep going. We're going to keep going. I
That's
know
a wild statement.
we're
I
going to,
love Arby's.
we are going to keep, because I don't know which direction that's going to go. So we're going to keep moving forward. Jarrell, focus. Lock in.
We don't
We have 2 minutes.
like no more. We love women. Come on, Mark.
Gus said, I take Canon needs to introduce a 4K SRAW to all their cameras so we don't have to use full resolution when not necessary.
Raw is such a funny word nowadays.
Because of where we've been, we're going to keep moving forward. Hot take, when ARRI reuses sensors, it's good. When Sony does it, it's garbage. Well, that's because ARRI is reusing a great sensor. We're not mad at the repurposing of good tech.
Yes.
Just don't repurpose bad tech.
Ooh.
Is that a hot take? Was that hot? Was that a little too hot?
A little hot.
Not a little spicy? A little spicy? My bad. My bad. Shy says Fuji needs to stop selling cameras that they aren't gonna send out.
Is that a tariff problem or manufacturing problem?
What?
Fuji.
Oh,
Tariff problem or because I know they pulled some cameras because of tariff.
Yeah. I don't know. Hot take, DJI buys ARRI. Ooh, that is. Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that.
Don't do that. That would be so sad.
That'd be so messed up. Nobody in the U.S. will
Can
ever
you
shoot an
imagine?
ARRI again.
They would literally be Thanos.
Yeah.
They collect Hasselblad and then they collect Ari.
Yeah. That'd be diabolical.
That would be Thanos. that feels like freaking Golden State Warriors and Kevin Durant.
Yeah. No,
You're
that'd
doing
be,
too much.
that'd be a
DJI.
bit too much.
And then we can't even use you.
No. What was the next one? Canon buys ARRI? Question mark? Nah. Marshawn Lynch uses Nikon beast mode. And then any other hot takes? Let me see if I can get through them real quick. Gus says hot take: people are complaining about IG compression when it's their export settings. I heard the trick to IG: never go over 400 megabytes, no matter what. Over 400 megabytes, they start crushing it. So just be careful.
Thank you for that. Thank you.
Hot take from Cam Mackey: camera tech is plateauing.
So Cam, actually, never mind.
Yeah.
I'll text you.
Ron says hot take: Uber is broken. Uber is stupid. It used to be cheap and affordable. Now it has lost its mind. I'm with you. And also, what's good, Ron? Good to see you.
Oh, you skipped over? Oh, never mind.
I did. Hot take from John: Amazon losing your shipment, but not refunding your purchase until the shipment is received back. Bro, that sucks. The only time I've ever seen something like that is when it's not being fulfilled through Amazon. Hot take: 12-bit RAW is worth buying the extra storage. I agree. Man, y'all throwing in these hot takes. Like, I'm trying to catch up, but we gotta wrap up. Hot take: I think Panasonic might be runner up to buy ARRI. They've already been working with them. I don't think that's much. I don't think that's that spicy. I think that's
Not
pretty
very spicy.
It's pretty right on point. Hot take: when ARRI is bought and the new company runs it at the exact same way, people will say it's garbage.
That is true.
That's probably true. Hot take: until Lumix builds a real product ladder, they will never enter the top 3.
That's spicy.
That's a little spicy.
That's spicy.
That's a little spicy.
That's spicy.
Hot take: Jarrell and Brandon will be AI generating live streams just to try how could it be done. Maybe that's what we do next week.
You're a little late, Quay.
Yeah,
Quay de la Cruz.
this is actually AI generated. You don't even know.
Yes.
And all right, 2 more. I'll grab Kofi's, I'll grab Brad, and then we'll have to run out of here. Hot take: I want everyone to release whatever they're going to release by mid 2027 and take a 10-year break from releasing cameras. No.
Kofi.
That's hot, but
they don't hate money.
Yeah, they don't care that you're running out of, like, you don't have time to make enough videos. Stop making videos. Kobe, that's like us saying, Kobe, we want you to make every single video you're going to make for the next 3 months and then don't make another video for 10 years.
Could you imagine, though? If we took his idea for just a second, could you imagine? And they said, in 10 years, we will drop Hot Fire. We're going to take 10 years to develop Hot Fire.
Everybody's going to be out of business by then. It ain't going to matter. We can't even make laws on AI for the next 10 years. What are we talking about?
Seriously.
It won't matter. And then hot take, I don't like this one. IMAX disappears in 10 years.
They did just make a new camera.
For Christopher Nolan.
Yay! But you don't think they'll use it for other people?
No. Whoever Christopher Nolan says they can use the camera for.
That's my camera.
Yeah, that's his camera.
That's my camera.
That's his camera. All right, y'all. Thank y'all so much for rocking with us today. We've had a great time. Next week, if you want us to get to your hot takes, please throw them in as quickly and early as you possibly can. But unfortunately, I do have a meeting I have to get to. But it has been awesome. Y'all are awesome. We love hanging out with y'all every single Friday. Make sure y'all hit that like button. And if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button on the way out. Because we love hanging out with you guys and we want to make sure you guys are here next week. What's up? Hot take: in 10 years, Sony will be selling the same sensor. All right, one more.
The way that we have turned into a Sony hate.
Any last words?
We love the meats.